What's up, guys? Former UFC fighter and fan favorite Rafael Alves had another fight at Karate Combat after he had James Vick, like this, off of a hopping switch kick to the chin. He went up against Khama Worthy. Alves landed a martello de negativa, or like a modified capoeira roundhouse kick off the ground, landed that strike to the head. Boss Rutan was losing his mind, but GSP didn't look impressed by that performance. Crazy to see those guys commentating Karate Combat, but man, that kick is so powerful. They've actually tested the power of the kick. The capoeira guy hit the bag with this very kick, and he generated 1,800 pounds of force. That's like the same power of Ivan Drago's punch in Rocky. And the reason for that is the way that they throw it. They're throwing it with a lot more hopping motion, creating more momentum into the kick. Now, of course, not every one of these kicks is going to have the same power, just like every uppercut doesn't have the same power. But this capoeira roundhouse starts off the ground, which is less practical in general, right? It's going to be harder to land this kind of kick in a general fight compared to the others, which is why you don't see this kick that often in combat sports. But if a fighter is able to land it, it generates a huge amount of power, because as you can see, he's using his entire body to throw the kick and springing off the ground with a huge amount of momentum. That first squat that Alves takes is already drawing in momentum forward. He's going to act as a spring, handstanding, bringing both of his feet off of the mat, with one of them landing on the other fighter, following through with the kick, dropping his opponent. And you can see the reaction of Khama Worthy. He brings his legs away, but leans his head forward. When Rafael Alves squatted to the ground, Khama Worthy thought it was going to be a leg kick, because Alves' entire body is at the same level of Khama Worthy's legs. Never did he think that he was going to throw a high kick from that position. So there are moments in kickboxing and even in MMA where a kick like this can work. I remember Cody Garbrandt threw this kick before from the standing position first, dropping down into the handstand, while Benson Henderson and Shara Bullet threw this kick from their guard while they were on the ground. Both could be used in different exchanges, but I think from the guard might be more effective in MMA. And crazy enough, it wasn't even perfect with form. If you see some other capoeira fighters demonstrate this kick, you can tell the difference in technique. The Rafael Alves didn't even throw this perfectly, and he still got a knockdown. Now, he didn't finish the fight with the kick because, again, it wasn't perfect in form, and he landed with the foot instead of the shin. You can land the kick with the foot, but of course, as we know, if you land any kind of roundhouse kick with the shin, it's more likely to get a knockout. But I don't think capoeira is a good main style for MMA. I think it should be like a secondary thing, where maybe your base could be Muay Thai or kickboxing or something like that, but you have these different kind of capoeira techniques in moments to throw in the fight. And it's crazy that Rafael Alves was cut from the UFC. This guy's been so entertaining, he's so exciting, but he's looking like he's going to be a big thing over there in Karate Combat, or one of their biggest fighters. And honestly, other than the other former UFC fighters, or if they signed any kind of kickboxer or something like that, I don't know the other kind of fighters that he's going to be fighting with. But not just him, there's Rebellas Despain. Rebellas Despain had his first fight in Karate Combat where he got a 3-second knockout. 3-second knockout. Overhand KO'd his opponent. No follow-up shots, easiest win of his life. And with all the fame that he got in a short UFC career, he might become the biggest name in Karate Combat. That is his sport. Just like Mike Perry is perfect for bare knuckle boxing, Rebellas Despain is perfect for Karate Combat. And it would be so cool if they get him to fight like actual good kickboxers. If they can get him to fight Verhoeven, that'd be so insane, man. If I was Karate Combat, I'd be focusing on these two fighters. Make them your stars. I mean, bring Rebellas Despain back to his Taekwondo days, put some Taekwondo pants on him. He's going to be KOing everybody like that. Amazing knockouts in Karate Combat, and I can't wait to see more from Rafael Alves and Rebellas Despain.